So how do you know if it's trash or treasure in your attic? Dr. Lori, the experts in the house, with more.
Well, basically, a lot of us have ceramics, and we want to look at this piece. This is an Asian ceramic. How do we know it's Asian? That's the first thing. Well, this is an American ceramic, and this one is not glazed on the underside. This one is glazed on the underside. One of the easiest things to tell. Asians usually glaze the underside. The other thing is, this piece is hand-built. This piece is machine molded. Hand-built, you make the snakes like in kindergarten and you make them around, right? That whole thing. And you can actually still see the lines of those little coils.
So this is more valuable.
This is more valuable because it's hand-built, done by hands. The other thing is, if you're going to put something in this cup that's going to go inside of you, it should be glazed on the inside. See how it's glazed on the inside?
Yes.
If you're going to drink it, right, it's got to be glazed on the inside. And that's how you can tell. This is a $250 Asian ceramic in a Nuka glaze, very famous Asian piece. The American equivalent is worth about 40 bucks.
Okay.
Okay? Hand-built versus machine molded. The other thing is, have you been working out? You look like it.
Oh, yes,
I
right.
hired a trainer. She's tough, right?
Not.
Okay. This particular piece is lighter, right?
Yes.
This one heavier.
Let me feel. Oh, yeah.
Which one's bronze?
This one.
Right, that
The
one's
heavy
bronze. This one is actually a $1,000
Oh,
maquette
geez, I'm going to let you hold that.
of the Irish Memorial Monument at Penn's Landing. She's the Irish Madonna down in Penn's Landing in Philadelphia.
Like
right?
Glenna Goodacre.
Glenna Goodacre. And Glenna sent me this because I was the art historian of record on that monument. Having said that, this is one of the easiest tips. If you feel like you're getting tired after you touch your piece of sculpture, you probably have a piece of bronze. That, cast metal. Cheapo.
Gotcha.
Okay, and a work of art here. Those.
So my husband got 45 bucks on eBay, local delivery.
He cracks me up.
Larry cracks me up.
Yep.
So they're Hummel plates, 6 or 7 of them from the 70s. They came with about 40 Norman Rockwell plates from the 80s, 90s, and ending in 2000.
Okay, for his $45, he got a very good deal because most of the Hummel plates are somewhere between $35 and $50 a piece, depending on their condition, and the Norman Rockwell plates are somewhere between $15 and $25 a piece, depending on their condition. If you have an original box, it's worth a little bit more. They are made in large numbers, so lots of people trade them. Okay, so you have to think about that. But basically, they're great for the holidays. They're really nice, they're nostalgic, and they're very well made and pretty. The Hummel pieces are actually earthenware ceramic, hand-painted and hand-glazed.
So you can't eat off of them, though?
I would not eat off of them because they can have lead in the pigment. So you don't want to eat off of them. And any plate that's decorated in the middle, typically what you see is you can actually ingest the lead. So don't eat off of them. Don't put them in the refrigerator with leftovers. Don't serve off of them. They're cabinet plates. They're for looking, my mother would say, for nice. They look pretty. They're in the cabinet.
Well, Dr. Lori, thank you so much for being here.
Sure, I'm happy to be here. I hope you learned a little bit of the tricks, the inside scoop.
Well, we always learn so much from you.
Of what you can learn and what you need to look for in these kind of different antiques and vintage objects.
It's so important when we go to these sales, too, to get the good stuff.
Yeah, get the good stuff.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Lori.
you, honey.
Thank you so much. And after the break, we continue our investment coaching series with Brendan McGee from Inevitable Wealth Coaching. And welcome back to the Dawn Show. Time now to continue our investment coaching series with Coach Gee. Brendan McGee from Inevitable Wealth Coaching joins me now. And today we're talking about warnings that investors never see. Good to see you.
Never see them, that's right. It's interesting. We're in the middle of the political season. You see all the ads, and as I was watching them, there are more warnings about what's going to happen if you vote for the other guy, not what I'm going to do for you.
Negativity sells,
Negativity sells. There's a Surgeon General's warning for cigarettes. Inside the Prudent Investor Law, this is the law that governs the investing in retirement plan assets in this country. There's basically a warning, and it says bargain shopping in an attempt to separate the winners and losers through forecasting and analysis is deemed wasteful. Key word there is forecasting. Tell me an investment ad that you don't see these days that isn't a forecast or a prediction about the future. For example, 10 stocks for the decade. Just like the tobacco ads, if the chairman of the SEC required all investment ads to have that label put there, people wouldn't have give so much credibility to things that don't have any credibility whatsoever. And investing is just important about what you don't do as opposed to what you actually wind up doing. So again, it's there. It's been there for 20, 25 years. but investors don't seem to deserve the same consideration that smokers or people taking medications seem to deserve.
Well, they have a powerful lobby,
Yes,
so maybe
they
that's
do.
why I don't have those warning labels.
That's probably it.
So I think for people, you know, you have to be smart about it and not be reactionary. As Dr. Lori Verderame was just saying, with the value of goods, you know, they
Right.
go up and down with the times.
Right. And I think Dr. Lori does a good thing. She knows the questions to ask. Investors need to know what are the questions I have to be asking in order to be smart with my money. So it's not so much about the answer, it's really about what's the questions that needs to be asked.
You know, just to tie it in with Dr. Lori, you know, she talks about the value of things and leaving things. You know, what do you advise people on when they're making their investment portfolio and to leave to their children? I know for you, even to your mom, to take care of her.
I think most importantly, everybody's got to be on the same page. The parent, the child, the advisor. You don't throw a kid the car keys and say, here, the car's yours, start driving. I think the parents have to begin to educate the children as to what it is this money is, what we expect you to do with it. You might not do it, but give them some real life lessons about how do we handle money. You know, you inherit $500,000, you make a mistake, it's going to cost a lot. It's not like, you know, so again, everybody's got to be on the same page. And I think we got to get over a fear of talking about money with our kids.
Yeah, because it gets awkward. And if you have multiple kids and grandkids,
it gets
it's important to have it all in writing too.
And have it in writing. You don't get to assume in that regard. So again, make sure everybody's on the same page. It's why when I do my events, such as Health, Wealth, and Vitality Night, I encourage my clients and their guests to bring high school age teenagers and up to these meetings such that they get to see a little bit of an example of what does prudent investing look like.
That's
and how
smart.
does it feel? So,
and speaking of which, we have an event that
yes.
I'll be joining you at this Thursday
fun.
night. It's going to be a lot of fun. And especially when you said you have a massage therapist there.
Several.
Awesome. So it's Thursday, this coming Thursday.
This
It's going to be
Thursday.
awesome.
Yes. Okay.
Well, thank you so much, Brenda McGee, and I'll
Thank
see
you.
you Thursday night. It'll be a good
fun.
time.
Absolutely.
And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Have a good one. See you next time here on The Dawn Show.